I asked John what his needs were. I told him how I'm going to fix it. I told him stories on how I did this with other people, and I made I brought a lot of confidence to John and told him why I'm going to be the one to take care of this. And that's what sales is. Welcome back to the Do Good Movement. Our purpose here is to make a positive impact in our society through real-life education. The movement comes into play when you share the content to help other people do good just like you. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sales, and I'm going to talk to you about sales tactics that probably worked in the old days, but they're not recommended today, and for a few different reasons. One, let's just talk about sales in general. Like, nobody needs to be sold. People know what they want, right? And so if you're in sales, I just want you to really think about what I just said. People don't need to be sold. They know what they want. So then why is your title sales? What's that mean? I really think the title needs to be changed altogether, but that's just what the title is. It's called sales. But your job as a salesperson is to understand what your customers' wants and needs are. That's number one. If you can understand your customers' wants and you can understand what their needs are, you will be able to prescribe them with what they're looking for if you have the right tools. So once you learn what your customers' wants and needs are, then you need to go look in your toolbox. Your tools are things that you have to solve whatever their current pain is to help get them whatever their want is or whatever their need is. So once you want to learn what their wants and needs are, perfect. Here's what I'm able to do to help you. And you're going to be able to tie that back into different stories on how you have had similar people. And this is truth, right? If you haven't had similar people, you can't do it. But if you've had similar people with the same wants and needs, which I'm sure you have because you're probably selling a product or a service over and over again, and you've came across the people with the same wants and needs. That's why they're buying the product and service with you, right? Then you're able to tell them a story on how you've been able to help somebody else with a similar problem. You prescribe them with the tools and the resources that you have and what impact that did in their life and what their life looks like now. And then by doing that, you're going to then want to let them know why it is important for you to be the one to help them, because you do believe that their want and need is valid, and you do believe that you are the best person to go ahead and take care of that. So you want to make sure that when you're talking to somebody, you go in with confidence, because the last thing you want as if you're the consumer buying something is you have, let's say, somebody come into your house and they're like, okay, yeah, you're looking for this, got it, yep, let me go take my measurements, do whatever, and here's your price. Okay, you provided no value there. You provided no confidence. Versus, let's say I come into your house, I'm going to say, hey, John, my name's Dylan. You called me out here today because you have a current need that wants to be filled, correct? Yep, Dylan, that's correct. Why don't you tell me about that? How do we get to this point, John? John's then going to tell me all these different things that are going on. And I'm just going to talk in turf because this is what I do. John's going to say, hey, man, I'm busy. I work a busy life, and the last thing I want to be doing is taking care of my lawn. I'm over it looking dead. I'm over dealing with this irrigation problem. Like, I'm just done with it. And I'm like, I got it, John. I got it. A lot of my customers deal with the same thing, and I'll tell you what I do for them. I make this very seamless. You don't have to go get multiple bids and talk to 1,000 different people and try to find out the right person for you. Let me just tell you what I do for my customers. That's a very common problem that goes on in people's life, and that's why I'm in the industry I'm in. What I'm going to do on a day that works best for you, I'm going to pull all this old grass out and I'm going to replace it with a nice, beautiful lawn. And what you're going to see when you wake up on the weekends is you're not going to see work for yourself anymore. You're going to see a nice, beautiful lawn that never needs to be maintained again. And John, let me tell you this. I've been doing it for 13 years. And I've been doing it for 13 years because I take care of my customers. So if you ever deal with the problem, you call me and let me take care of that. Because my job for you is to solve problems, and I don't want you to have to worry about anything ever again. That's why you're going to choose a company like mine. So John, when's a good day for me to take care of this for you? And the reason why He's going to answer that. And the reason why, John, that I want to be the one to take care of this for you is because this is my job and I solve this exact problem all the time. And I know I could solve this exact problem. And what I don't want to happen for you, John, you and your family, I got family too, is that I want you to be the hero of your family saying, hey, babe, hey, kids, I solved this problem. You hired the wrong crew. And then now you're dealing with it on another time. And now everybody's looking at your decision making. Go ahead and read my reviews. I'll tell you right now, look in my eyes, I will take care of this for you and you'll never have to deal with it again. And if it comes up with a problem, I'm there to fix it. You see how I just listened to what I asked John, what his needs were. I told him how I'm going to fix it. I told him stories on how I did this with other people. And I made I brought a lot of confidence to John and told him why I'm going to be the one to take care of this. And that's what sales are, right? So that's a little bit more on the pushy side, on the back side of that. But I'm doing it because I actually care for John. I believe in my product. I believe I have a solve for him. Now, if I did not have a solve for John, I beg, John, I'm sorry. I haven't dealt with that. If you want to take the gamble and risk, I might try it. But I might not be the best person for you. And that's all people want. And they'll be able to read between the lines if they could believe in you or not believe in you. So make sure you back up exactly what you're going to go say.